Hello, diligent weeb. Stream hasn't started yet. We're just sorting a couple of bits out here, but we will be with you guys shortly. Tonight's stream is a hardcore survival challenge. We've been trying to track down some hard, and I mean really hard, mods or servers that have mods that are really, really hard. So we're just loading it up now. I've just literally just got to load into the server, so I've just got to get the correct name of the actual server in order to find it in the list, so just bear with me, we're nearly there. It's a community server. There it is. Hardcore survival, organic roleplay. Easy guys, Dom here from Cringy Dad Gaming. So welcome to another live DayZ stream. Tonight we're doing the hardcore survival challenge. So if you've been watching any of the previous DayZ streams, you know that we've been trying to find a server that we think is going to be pretty challenging. I think we might die on this one. It's really hard to find food, ammo, resources in general, but the cold really does not help in this game. It reduces your hunger by quite a bit, and you'll also find that running and just general exploration will use up an awful lot of energy. It's also a new map. Well, I say new map, it's Steer Isle. I've not played this map. I know it may be played on before by other people in the community and it's been about for a bit for them, but for me, I ain't got a clue. It's not like playing Chernarus where I kind of pretty much know where stuff is once I get my bearings. I have no idea where I am. The first thing we need to do is find some weapons to hunt or something. I can hear an animal over here. We need to do that. We need to do the old school survival way. We need to get some food in us real quick, because look how fast our food and water indicators are going down. It's like we're bleeding hunger and water at the moment. Yo, Doko, Mike, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Nice to have you here. There's definitely some sort of structure over there near that ship. We're going to try and head in that direction, I think. Always try and head towards the sign of civilization. There ain't nothing else. It's not like in this game where you can craft a bow and arrow out of wood and maybe hunt that way. It's a shame you can't actually, but I think they trialled it for a while, but it didn't really work out. Oh no, we don't really want to be crossing water. We're already cold enough. The guy starts with no warm clothing. Look, it's freezing at the moment, which means he's going to get hypothermia soon. Yes, you finally found a headset, Doko. Nice, I'm glad to hear that, bud. Another thing I noticed in this server when I tested it out as well is that if you don't sit still while you're eating to help digest your food, you don't get the full nutrition value from what you're eating. So if you want to get the decent amount of sustenance from the food, you need to sit still while you're eating. A little bit like in real life, really, I guess. You can guide indigestion or something. Oh, look, what's this? Please tell me it's food. Get in. Do you know what? All the time that I tested this server to see if it was going to be hard enough, I didn't find any tinned food apart from one small can of tuna, and that was it. And I was searching around for like ages and ages. So all we've got to do now is find something to open it, and that's also easier said than done. It is literally getting established in this. Oh, so of course it's the same thing. Getting established is really important. Once we've got some food in us, and we're able to have a bit of time to be able to search, then we're going to be good. How long will I be streaming, Doko? Well, I've only just started the stream now. And I'd probably say an hour or two. It depends. It depends on how much we die, I guess. If it gets too hard and it gets too frustrating, then it might end early. But maybe an hour or two. Maybe till about 10:30 UK time, maybe. Oh, no, we'll see. We'll see. Is there any particular reason why you ask? You've got other business to attend to? You want to come back later or what? Oh, this looks way warmer than what we've already got on. We'll take that magazine as well. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to eat this apple real quick and just sit here for a second. Oh, wow. Did you see that? That guy just literally ran through a closed door. I'm sure he did. No, I'm sure I closed that. Yeah, I did. Well, that's not a very fair start now, is it? Okay, so don't tell me one of the... I bet you one of the settings in this map is that you can't hide from the zombies. The zombies can get through the doors. I think that was just a bug there, to be honest with you. I definitely closed that door there behind me. Let's very quickly swap these shoes over because I prefer the trail shoes. We don't want the pink dress. We picked that up by mistake, honestly. Hello Ben, welcome to the stream, bud. How you doing? Sorry, we just got a little bit sidetracked there. Let's finish off our apple. How rude of that zombie to interrupt our dine time. The thing is, we found the food. Is it going to be easy to find something to open the food though? Probably not. I did say that we need to sit still for a minute to be able to digest the food, otherwise we're not going to get the full usage out of it. There's also another couple of hardcore servers that I'm trying out at the moment, but this one for me seemed to be the most testing, so I thought we'll try this one first. Doesn't mean that the others are going to be, you know, not as good. They might still pose a good challenge. The thing with this one is the food and drink indicators, they just go down really quick. So you get hungry and thirsty so quick. That to me is a little bit more challenging. Maybe not very realistic. Oh, look, I just found a... Arrgh. Give me your booty. Arrgh. My name's Dom the Pirate. Three-leg. Old three-leg is what they call me. Arrgh. Yo, hello animal. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. We just found ourselves an eye patch. Great. Let's just... It's dark. Let's just reduce our visibility even more by putting an eye patch on. And I've not even been drinking either, but you would have thought I had been. Okay, so I think we've digested enough of that apple to get out of here. Let's go and smash this zombie's head in real quick. Luckily enough, in this mod, you actually start with a makeshift lightsaber. Well, it's not quite a lightsaber. Oh, how did she scratch me? Great, we're going to get ill now. Just what we wanted. So you go hardcore from the start, boys. This is what we wanted. I don't know why I'm moaning about it. I'm actually reluctant to use it because really I know I'm going to get sick if I use it, and I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to find any antibiotics. Oh, I'm glad you managed to sort those little kinks out, bud. Yeah, that's good to hear. We are going to have to heal ourselves with dirty rags, otherwise we're going to bleed out. So that means now not only have we got the stress of finding more food on a weapon, we've got to also probably find antibiotics now. We'll see how healthy this guy is. Sometimes you can get away with not getting an infection straight away. Sometimes you will get one. It doesn't take long before they make you quite ill. It's the wrong place for us to be searching really, but I just thought while we're here, you never know, we might find something sharp in here that we're able to... open this tin of spaghetti with, because really that's our main concern right now, is eating. Water's not so hard to find because if we find like a settlement, there's bound to be a water fountain. Food and warmth at the moment, by the looks of it. It's still cold. Alright, let's make like a tree. We're talking about that. Finding fruit in this game is also going to be really important for us, I think. Right, we're continuing on towards that settlement that we saw. We did check in there already. If you find a road, it's always going to lead somewhere at some point. 99% of the time. Oh, do you two know each other? You're getting very pally. Don't get me wrong, it's nice to see. You sound like you guys know each other. Hey, hey. What's this here? Some little checkpoint. Checkpoint Charlie. It's not going to let me climb through the window for some reason, which is not good. I'd like to be able to climb through there, please. Hiking jacket's not as good as what we've got. Take the Makarov mag. I need a knife, or even if it's just a steak knife. I don't care at this point. Just need to open this tin of spaghetti. Okay, I thought it was going to lead us to some form of civilization, but this looks like some sort of workout post or something. There's some ammo here. More zombies. Try to get away from this leg end. Oh, I see. You guys. It's so funny. It's good. It's good to have a few comedians on the channel. Do you know what I mean? Most people say I'm the only joker around, really. Well, actually, they might not have said a joke, but I said I'm the only joke around. I don't know. I hear things how I want to hear it. Oh, look. Can we jump over here without breaking a leg? There's a couple of military containers here. Look how easily sidetracked I am. Look at my hunger. Like, I'm now losing health because of how hungry I am. Oh, this zombie looks like corned beef. Get in. All this is using up health. These things ain't got nothing on them. Lots of magazines, but no weapons. Oh, crap. Let's just throw some wolves in the mix. Yeah, nice. I'm hoping those wolves are going to eat the zombies. Oh, man. I don't think we're going to be opening our tin of spaghetti with a road flare. No, let's put the police pants on and give us a bit more damage resistance. I think we might need to leg it. Ooh. I've got time to make a fashion statement. Like, here's me saying, ooh, the black peacoat looks nicer than the one I'm wearing. Yeah, you're going to die in a minute, Dom. Look at your health going down. You need to eat, bruv. Goddamn wolves. How the hell did you get in, bud? Wookiees! Good boy! Wookiees! He sounds quite tame. No, maybe not actually. He sounds a bit aggressive. Come on, man. Where's the knife? Okay, we are finding some good stuff, but we ain't got time for this. I'm like literally losing health because of how hungry I am. Running's only going to make my hunger go down quicker. And now we've got loads of crazed zombies follow. Oh, not more. Oh, the server will restart in 30 minutes. That's good. Man, these boys are right at my ass. What have I let myself in for here, really? Of course. Make sure these doors are shut quick. I'd really like to find a combat knife right now. Alright, we're gonna heal real quick. So hunger is depleted, flashing red. That means now our health is literally gonna drain to nothing. We're surrounded by crazed zombies. I'd say this is pretty hardcore so far. What do you reckon? I've got nothing to open this tin with. So we're not just surrounded by zombies, we're surrounded by wolves as well. Oh crap, this one's open. I'd say there's a few zombies there, look. They look like they've trapped themselves in a little bit though, bottlenecked themselves in there, so that's good. It would have been good if we're not gonna die. Yeah. Thanks, Mike. Oh, we're on yellow health now. Ooh. Is this the challenge you've been looking for? Maybe it is. We needed something sharp to open this tin of spaghetti. There's a little bit of lag between digestion though and actually getting the sustenance from the food, so we need to find one real quick. Now I'm down to yellow, I'm not running properly, which means we're not going to be able to outrun these zombies. Yeah, there's nothing here, there's no blade. The problem is as well, there's other people playing in the server who might have already come along and took the very small amount of resources there are. Let's try and do one. Oh, camo netting, that's going to help. Sweet. There's usually some crappy bayonet or something that someone don't want around here. All I need is a blade. This is so crap. We're so doomed. Zombies just got me trapped in the door as well. Come on, Dom. I feel like we've been in here already. I think we're running circles now. Close. Time for that. It's not a bad point, animal. The camo netting might have hid my hunger. I probably should have picked it up and tried, but nah, mate. Yeah, do you know what? If we're going down in style. I want that military jumper because I like those. They keep you nice and warm. Let's put the military sweater on real quick. Okay, what about my pea coat? Actually, no, pea coat has actually more spaces in it. My bad. We're on to red health now, so I think we're going to die. What an awful shame. Because we had the spaghetti, we just didn't have anything to open it with. Although if I was this guy, I would have been hammering it against something by now, like in sheer desperation to eat. But just resources in general in this game. Axes, knives, just weapons. Really, really hard to find, as you can see. All I need is a crappy steak knife. The thing is, in places like this, you don't really find knives anyway. It's usually residential areas. It's because the game spawns you in the middle of nowhere. And in the dark, obviously, it's been hard to see where we're going. So, if it was light, we might have found it a little bit easier to head in the right direction. Zombies trap me in now. Open then. Open sesame. Oh, guys, guy don't want to run. He's so mashed up right now. Yeah, I see I'm dead. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're just going to sit in this corner here and we're just going to feel sorry for ourselves for a minute. Let's wipe this stuff on the floor. Server's restarting in a minute anyway, so we'll get. I think when the server resets, it will refresh the loot. So what did it say? 30 minutes a minute ago. Fabian, welcome to the game. How you doing? Welcome to the stream, buddy. You joined at a good time. Okay, so maybe it took a little bit longer to perish, but at the end of the day, I ain't running anywhere with all these zombies outside. As you can see, guys stumbling around. I'm hoping by dropping the torch on the floor, it's going to light up this area. It means if we're near here again, we can maybe run back and see if we can claim any of the loot before the server restarts. Come into this world with nothing, I'm going to leave with nothing. Apart from the eye patch, because for some strange reason I can't see where that is. And once you put an eye patch on, it's there forever. Yeah, you got to be quick, Ben, when you play this game to be able to clear those rooms. There's no messing around because time is of the essence. How long have I been streaming for? 25 minutes thereabouts, and I'm already dead in 25 minutes. Like my hunger level was down like severely quickly, and this is the challenge. There we go. So, for some strange reason, when you die, it just changes the character. I really don't like that. There's specific characters I prefer, and I want to stick with these specific characters. So, let's try again. All we need to do is find that first bit of food, and we're good. Once we've got a full belly, we've got enough time to go and search some locations. And once we find a gun, and even just 1 or 2 rounds, we're able to go and hunt an animal somewhere, and then we're all right. Once we're to that point, we've got some meat or something like that, we're good. And we can explore. It's just getting that foothold that's really difficult in this particular server. Why isn't it finding this server? We know it's there. Oh, maybe because it was restarting. I don't know. Alright, let's try again. Round 2. Fight! Hunt. We're going to hunt some animals. Not you. Obviously, we're not going to hunt you. You filthy animal. We're going to hunt like deer or rabbits, or maybe even those foxes that we saw. We can kill those and eat their meat. So what we're going to do this time is we're going to run very slowly, because running will also use up a lot of energy, which is going to take away from our hunger. Although look, I'm not even running, and it's like already at 3 arrows pointing down. As soon as I move, it's at 3 arrows. So I think by eating the apple, it might slow that down for a bit while we digest. But we are going to actually just eat the apple and actually let us digest it this time. So the sun might be coming up soon anyway. At least you start with a torch in this, because it is a bit dark, isn't it? In it. You can definitely hear a wild animal around here, but I got nothing. I didn't say fox's animal, I said wolves, mate. They're 2 different things. Nice try. Mike, any other zombie games like this I'd recommend? Yes, Scum, mate. If you're looking for quality, a quality, well put together game, then Scum is the next one on my list. There are a few others out there, but DayZ and Scum are the best 2 so far that have like zombies and survival. And the great thing about Scum, without obviously trapping on DayZ and Behemoth too much, there's actually a single player campaign on there as well. The game's still in early access on PC, which means that you may find that there's content missing. Like when you play single player, there is the elements there where they're going to start adding like quests and stuff. The moment they've not been added, but you can play single player without the risk of other online players. But if you want to play online against other people, you can. Check it out, mate. That's what I'd say. Check it out. Check that mother out. And then if you want a game that's similar to this, but doesn't have zombies but has AI scavengers that will shoot at you and try and loot you and take your stinky meat porridge, then you want to try and check out DayZ, which is the new one that you may have heard me talking about. It's again in early access on PC at the moment, but that's pretty good. It's got a real kind of Escape from Tarkov feel to it, as well as DayZ feel to it. At the moment they've not unlocked the whole map though, so it's a relatively small area, which makes playing it quite easy to get into at the moment. Get a little bit of microstate here. What is this? Ah, great. We've just found like camp houses, like scout houses or whatever, scout huts or whatever you want to call them. There's usually some half decent stuff in these places. But we'll find a hunter knife now or something, hopefully. We've got ourselves some hunter clothes. Way better than what we're wearing. I'll warm us up a little bit. petrol lighter. We can do that. Oh, really? She was stealthing behind the door, look. Okay, so I can't hit her because she's using the door to block herself. What a clever zombie. I was going to say what a dumbass, but it's not really very dumb. Why won't you die? Because you're on a hard mode, of course. Great. Just lost a load of health now that we didn't want to lose. Used a load of energy that we didn't want to use. Dave, how you doing? Welcome to the stream, or David, whichever you prefer. I'm not sure. Most Davids like Dave, but you could be a different David and like David. I'm playing a very miserable hardcore mod at the moment, which is posing to be quite troublesome. I should have just locked that zombie in the thing. I was kind of hoping that maybe if I killed her, she'd have something good in her inventory, which is always worth checking. Ooh, pumpkin seeds. Nice. Nah, mate, it just made me bleed. Like, normally I can do melee combat without getting hit. Like, these guys keep hitting me for some reason. That's not good. Zucchini seeds are good. 308 rounds. 5 308 rounds. Great. If we can find ourselves a rifle that takes 308, like a blaze rifle or... Oh, I've got a rucksack. Nice. Hunter, black hunter back. Oh, we're pissing blood here. We need to heal quick. We can find ourselves a blaze or a M70 Tundra. We can go hunting straight away. I'll say that actually. We need to find ourselves a knife so we're able to skin the animal. Again, without a blade, we're doomed. It's an infection waiting to happen, but you know. Right, let's go. What else have we got? What else have we got to search around here? Oh, there's a little shop here. Nice. Oh, water fountain. Get in. Oh, I just found a shotgun. And we've got a box of shells. That's a really good start. Nice, nice. Oh, that's a bit happier now. We can find a blade. And we're good to go. I'm not talking about Wesley Snipes either when I say I hope we find a blade. I'm talking about an edged tool that we can use to cut things with. Black spray paint, I was going to say. Spray paint. Deadly King, how you doing? Yeah, so you actually start with more than what you would on some hardcore servers. Like, you start with an apple, you start with a torch with a battery, and you start with rags. But that's it. But trust me, that apple you start with is a waste of time. That doesn't even touch the sides. Just goes straight through and falls out your ass, basically. When you eat that, it's like, wasn't even there. Probably rolls down the hill into the next person's inventory, I'd guess. Recycling and all that. There you go. See, how do you like that? How did you like that? Oh, look, we've just found a hunter jacket with the same pattern as our trousers. You know how much I like that. That's really good. We may come back for a little bit more water in a minute, but at the moment I'm just conscious of my hunger levels. I can hear a deer or something quite near, like a stag or something. We need to find a blade. We can't even skin it if we don't find a blade. Oh, look at this. More buckshot. Get in. I wouldn't necessarily say it's a low pop server as such. Let's have a look. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 11 people in here at the moment. It's Deer Isle, which is relatively small map compared to the others, I think. But in this, the people aren't really the challenge as such. It's just literally surviving. We need to find, as you may have seen at the beginning, like how quickly I got hungry and died from hunger, pretty much. Yeah, you're probably right. We probably should have cooked the apple to use it to keep warm in our inventory. But also, you'll notice that in some of these hardcore servers, that old trick that people used to do in DayZ of cooking food and keeping it in their jacket to keep them warm. Guess what? They've actually removed that now with a lot of the mods. So the food will stay warm just for a short period of time, and then it will literally just go cold. We found ourselves some canned peaches. Nice. Did I tell you about my wife's arse is like a peach? Furry and makes a bad yoghurt. Look, there's a dry bag in there. Doesn't look very dry though, does it? Dry sack. It's a dry sack like mine. Mine's dry. My age. I got a dry sack. There. Let's not go there. Sorry, some of you guys, you probably ain't got a clue what I'm talking about. It's probably best that way. I'm a dirty old man. Dirty business. Now, empty the water out. We'll go and fill that up with some fresh water in a second. I'm glad we came over here because I nearly thought, nah, there's no point in coming over and checking this bit. Just found ourselves a carrying tool for our water, and we also found ourselves tin of peaches. Right, is there some remnants of society around here? Apart from this place, obviously. I'm not talking about this place because we've already searched here. In yesterday's stream, when we found those night vision goggles in the back of that vehicle, just shows the importance of searching back of said vehicles. 1 second, guys. Sorry about that, guys. I had a phone call. It's hard to try and hold the phone against your ear and fight a zombie at the same time. What's he got on him? Yes! We are cooking on gas now. Kind of glad I killed those, really. Right, I've got an axe now. It means we can open our tin peaches. I don't know if you can skin an animal with a... I don't think you can... Oh, look, we just found a tin of spaghetti. Oh, things are looking up. I don't think you can skin an animal with a axe, to be honest with you. Although I've never tried, it sounds like maybe we wouldn't be able to. But now we've got 2 tins of food, we don't actually have to worry about hunting straight away. You can actually go and search some buildings for a knife, and then we can go and hunt in a bit. Yeah, animal, I did. I bottled him, mate. Yeah, literally gonna fill up on water, like fill up. Like in official servers, you used to, like, your stomach would pop after you'd probably drank about 10 handfuls of water. Like, you'd get this stomach symbol come up and you'd be sick if you drank too much. It seems they removed that. You can drink an awful lot. Yeah, animal, we're going to skin you. Skin you alive, mate. I'm going to wear your scalp. That's assuming you've got a good head of hair on you, obviously. And most people at the moment have decided to get the clippers out and give themselves a baldy cut, and they, because there's no barbers open, but... you could be the other way, you could have long hair. I don't know. pristine shotgun as well. Nice. Well, the restart's coming in 5 minutes, so we'll get kicked out. We can log straight back in, I think. Yeah, the phone call was to say that I'm getting a delivery of digestive biscuits soon from the garage, which is good. Oh. Oh, look. It's a boar. No, I'm not talking about me. I know a boar. We're just going to kill it anyway, just to see what happens. I think in this, from what I noticed when I was testing it out the other day, that animals take an awful lot more hits as well. You know, like they run off. I normally kill them in like one shot. See that? So that boar just took 2 slugs. These guys are not running off. Oh, of course you would here, wouldn't you? Dumbass, get out of my face. Yeah, another one coming as well. Yeah, you can't, why can't I skin a boar with an axe? Got yourself a backpack. Oh no, we already got a backpack, didn't we? Go away, bitch. Why won't you die? Well, at least they didn't make me bleed. Right, there's a house just up here. How many zombies are there around here, man? You've been camping. It's because I used the shotgun, I've drawn a load over. Oh look, we've got some society here, great. We're not far from our boar either. That's why there's a load of zombies. Run, dude, seriously. Like when you run out of stamina in this, you just can't, it's almost like you stop. Oh, great, look, they're running through the doors. Like, it just made me bleed because he ran through the door that I'd closed. That's a bug. Yeah. Wow. These boys who made this mod need to fix that. We're left with no choice but to smash his back door in. We're bleeding, but we only got one cut, so we're fine. None of them got a knife on them. I damaged my trousers as well. They were nice and new. Gotan, hello! Oh, sorry to hear you're going to be coming off of YouTube, bud. But, you know, you can still watch YouTube videos even if you don't upload. Doesn't mean you can't be around. But, you know, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. Right, so server's shutting down, so we'll restart in a second. I'm just going to give it a second. I'm just going to go and grab a coffee, like, really quick while that server restarts. Maybe you guys want to do the same. Don't go anywhere, though, because we're only just getting into it. So I'll be back in a sec. Alright, we're back. Let's see if we can reconnect. Oh, we're in a queue. Number 1 in the queue. Animals furry, yeah. No, I'm a bit furry too, mate. Dave asked, what Doom game do you like the least? Don't know, I don't think I've ever disliked any Doom game really. I'd say I like them all equally for their own things that they do differently in each of them. That's fine, Gotan. Sometimes we need a little break, bud. Just stay safe, yeah? Take a little break and then come back stronger. That's usually the best way, bud. We all need a break every now and then, mate. Just remember we're around if you need us, yeah? Alright, so luckily enough we healed the bleeding just before we got kicked out, because there has been times before where I've literally bled out while the server was disconnected, which I don't know how that happens, but it does. We're going to use this. We're going to have the spaghetti first because that has the most sustenance. It's got more sustenance than tinned peaches. So let's eat that. Get our hunger up. We'll go and search these houses. I think now we died. We didn't die. Now the server just reset. I think those 2 wild boars that we just killed would have despawned maybe, which means if we find a knife we ain't going to get a chance to skin them. Which is a shame. We don't need the dry sack. Well, actually we will take the dry sack, because if we do find a shovel and we've got a few things we want to bury, we can probably bury some stuff. No, I keep forgetting. We need to sit still for a minute to digest our food. Trying to retrain my brain with how some of these servers work. It's very quiet around here, maybe a little bit too quiet. I think we got pretty lucky this time round. Like the times that I tested the server, it was quite hard to not only find a weapon but to actually find ammo. Right, I think we just got seriously lucky that time where we spawned. Oh, get in. Gotta love me a Santa beard. Hang on a minute. I wonder if we can spray our Santa beard black, because you know I got a dark beard. No, why not? That would have been so good. I'm gonna spray paint the Santa beard, as I don't like it being grey. Makes me feel older than I am. .22. The only reason why I'm taking the .22s is if we find one of those crappy little Mark II built-in suppressed pistols, they're actually good for killing zombies with. I've got a fair few rounds there. I don't know how anyone could hate on Doom, to be honest with you. They're all pretty solid games. But each to their own, man. Sounds like you're really into Doom, Dave. Sounds like that's your life, from what I can hear. Oh. Just found ourselves a broom we can go and sweep up. That's what I say to sweeping up. Oh, well, actually, maybe it's so you can fly. Fly away on our broomstick. Oh no, we just found a little radiation button. There's another one on the chair though, we don't need to. Apparently you can put these on your clothes. I haven't figured out how to do that yet. I've not really spent much time to figure it out. We'll maybe take a look at that in a bit. We've got a wood pile over here. Will it? No. You can only split the wood if you've got a saw. I was going to take a couple of planks with us so we could make a... Yeah, I don't know if you can make storage boxes in this actually. I don't know if you can. Dimo, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Oh, we're doing alright with the old rifle slugs at the moment, aren't we? We are going to actually craft some more rags out of this shirt we just found on the floor. Oh, of course, we're locked to first-person perspective as well in a lot of these hardcore games, or hardcore game modes at least. Oh, that's a bit cool, isn't it? Shame it's a bit light in colour though, we could do with a darker one. So we found ourselves some spray paint, which is an old school thing of DayZ. In the DayZ mod, before they did the standalone, you used to be able to spray paint stuff to change its colour, obviously. I'm not sure what we can spray paint in this, because it doesn't seem to want to combine with anything, especially not our Santa beard we picked up. Can't spray paint the weapon, can't spray paint the clothing, unless we're missing something. I've not really used the spray paint. Maybe we need a desk or something, a table somewhere, specialist spot to be able to do it. I don't know. There's also, keep seeing this thing at the bottom. The gods have arrived in Deer Isle and then the gods have left Deer Isle. Who are the gods and what is that? I wonder. It's this little message in red that keeps coming up in the left hand corner. I don't know if you guys can see it because of my name badge, but... It sort of went the other way, Dave. I used to really be like really into Call of Duty, and then I started playing Battlefield, and I started getting bored of Call of Duty, and I actually got more into Battlefield, and I kind of went the other way really. I just preferred the more tactical nature of Battlefield, and it's quite funny actually because the most recent installment of Call of Duty, you know, the game modes, some of the game modes are very, very similar and look very similar to Battlefield as well. So I'm not trying to say they're trying to copy them, but they are almost maybe finding that there is maybe something there that works for some people. Call of Duty is a more fast-paced, arcadey style shooter, where I think with Battlefield, as I've mentioned, it's more tactical, more realism with, you know, the infantry vehicles and the helicopters and the planes and stuff, and yeah. Actually getting a big game of Conquest in Battlefield, it's pretty sick. Quite a few zombies around here. Sat down there like that's a cabin. Oh, gunfire. A gunfire just heard sound like it's quite far away though, so we're alright for now. Hey, Nico, how you doing? 9-volt battery, thank you. Come on, then. Where are these zombies coming from? At my face. The Armour 2 mod, yeah. It's a shame. I did actually get Armour 2 and Armour 3, like, and unfortunately they're not very well optimized. I had quite a fair few problems, like Windows 10 doesn't seem to like it for some reason, and even rolling back the compatibility, it's just not 100%. I've got quite, I wouldn't say it's like an amazing PC, but my PC is still quite a beast in certain respects. It should quite easily be able to run those games like no problem, but a little bit like this game at the start, I used to find with the Bohemia interactive game to get a lot of like stutter and lag and freezing sometimes, which you do get in DayZ. So I just think it's their engine and their optimizing. I don't necessarily think it's the PC, but it did take away a little bit of my enjoyment. Yeah, it's not going too bad, mate. How are you doing? Yeah, we'll have the leather sewing kit. That's going to come in handy. Another hatchet. Well, we're finding loads of things that you don't normally find. I think that server restart has really helped us a little bit as well, isn't it? Refresh some of the loot. What's that? Ah, barbed wire. I thought I saw something on the floor there. It's barbed wire. We don't need that. We're not building any base at the moment to be able to barbed wire the fence. Oh, we just found a pitchfork. Wonder what we're able to do with that. We're able to plant with that. No, it gives us no option. It's purely a weapon. Well, let's do it. Don't want that. Get rid of that. I think a fair few people have already punched the like button by the looks of it, Animal. I just checked. Oh, what's that? Cake? Oh, thanks. Love you. I just got a cake and some biscuits brought to me. How good is that? The evening is looking up. Oh, some cool sunglasses, so my guy can look absolutely badass. Look at that, he looks like a cross between a granny and the Terminator. I am the granny Terminator. Are you Sarah Connor? We filled a bottle up with fresh water from the pump, didn't we? This one we're going to empty so we don't get confused by the two. Oh, I just drank it, didn't I? I'm going to get cholera now. Great. I thought I was emptying it. Sometimes, for some strange reason, you can't empty a bottle inside certain buildings. I should have remembered that. I just drank half a bottle of dirty water. DayZ has never been truly loved by Dean Hall and the other devs. Nah, probably not. To be honest with you, if it's not necessarily their thing, I don't know. I just think it's an overly popular game, and I just love it myself. I think it's a fantastic game. Although the modding community has done an awful lot of great work with it, like, you know, they've brought it to another level. If you play on some of the modded servers, it's a totally different experience. Although I do like the core experience of the official servers sometimes, just some of the stuff that they offer you in the community I think can be quite fun. Part of the reason why I switched over to PC as well. Alright, let's continue. Nothing but rubbish clothes. We don't need any of them. Oh yeah, you gotta love drinking petrol, Dimo. Definitely. I've done it before with petrol as well, mate, to be honest with you. I've been trying to empty the petrol jerry can so I can fill it up with water instead of emptying it. I've drank it. It happens. Always going to take the burlap sack, because, you know, if we do get a... although I found no nets or not seen any nets or anything, they're really hard to come by, but we're going to take a burlap sack for now, just in case. Oh yeah, look, there you go. There's the little infection symbol showing up on the screen. Great. We just gave ourselves cholera with that water. Cholera's not good. It means we're going to throw up. We're not going to be able to eat or drink. It means we're going to die, basically. We need to try and find a pharmacy. And I ain't got a clue where anything is on this map. Like, nothing. We've got to try and find a sign somewhere so we can try and get our bearings of where we are. Yeah, you're right, animal. Cake is the way to my heart, mate. I think that's why I love Homer Simpson so much. Okay, if we wear the skate helmet, we can't rock our granny shawl. We want to rock our granny shawl, really. Bad boy granny guy. My guy's probably going to start throwing up soon. We need to... I'm going to keep heading the way of the houses down here, I think. Yeah, so Fabian, if you need to shoot off, bird, the streams are automatically saved into the archive. So what that means is if you can't watch the whole stream, you can watch it back at a later time. At your own leisure, which I always do. Obviously, you just won't be able to interact with the chat because it won't be live, but you will be able to watch back what's happened if you've missed anything. So, yeah. Cake. To be honest with you, that's actually what I hear in my head whenever I see some nice food. I always get the Homer Simpson going, ham in my head, which is hilarious. That's just how my brain works. But Dave's got it down to a T there. We've got a fire station over here, so maybe this little area is bigger than it looks on the surface. I really hope there's a health centre here. If there is, then we're okay. Don't know what that building is over there, though. I don't know if there's anything any good in there. Wow, we're getting treated to burlap sacks tonight. Although I shouldn't really be wasting time doing these. I'm going to anyway. Oh, mate. I thought I'd finished cutting it and I hadn't. That was well slow. Yeah, if we can craft ourselves a ghillie suit, that'd be ace. We could become one with the trees. One in the bush. We're finding an awful lot of magazines, like, seriously. Don't normally find this many mags. Oh, getting hungry again. I was going to try and save those peaches for if we got sick. We could maybe have something to keep us going because we'll puke up our stomach content. Or contents, even. Ooh, strawberry jam. Whole jar. Whole jar of strawberry jam. Get in. Up the head torch as well. Though we will have to... I don't like that. I don't like how you have to lose your hat. We're going to get rid of the granny shawl. I'm bored of it now. We're going to get rid of the dry bag as well. It's taking up too much space. This means we can get rid of the torch because we've got head torch, which is not using up any space, so cleared up a little bit of space there. We're going to eat the peaches real quick. See you later, Animal. Thanks for joining the stream. It's always a little bit brighter with you in there, bud. Thanks for that. Fabian, or Fabian, what's your play style tonight? Survivor tonight, bud. Oh, here we go. That's cholera. Alright, so now we know it's definitely cholera. I've just like wasted that whole tin. What we need to do is try and eat small amounts at a time. So we have recovered from cholera before, but not on a hardcore server where we bleed food. So we just got to stay here for a second. We're just going to have to wait and see if we can get our health up. I'm a little bit annoyed at myself because I'd already said I think we had cholera, and I should have known better that if you eat too much, you're just going to puke it straight back up. Just got to eat very small amounts and sip water if you need to ingest water. It's the only way to really recover. Well, I say recover, to get your health back up. I don't know if you can see those little symbols down in the bottom right hand corner on the screen. Just shows that our water level is going down. We ain't even moving and the water level was going right down because we're going to lose fluids obviously from being ill. Strawberry jam's pretty sugary, so yeah, Peter Griffin's pretty rubbish any day, but it is funny. I ain't got a clue where we are, so we can't even look on a map to try and figure out where the nearest medical centre is. And I'm not sure what this place is over here. Got a hammer. Can't touch this. It looks like some industrial building. I was just coming over to check just in case it was something else with it in it. It ain't. It ain't, unfortunately. We're in need of some emergency care, so I think we need to sack this off. Try and find a street sign. See how far away we might be from a medical centre. And also, just to add to your question, who was it asked the question actually? Fabian. We are, once we've survived, if we can, we'll become a hunter for a little while. We'll go and hunt some animals. Not animal, but animals. And then, we already checked that in there anyway. And then who knows, really. Although I am a big believer, if you was in this sort of apocalyptic environment, then I would probably shoot first and ask questions later. If I saw someone else with a gun, I'm not going to risk being shot myself. But I'd probably fire a warning shot. Not in this game, I wouldn't, but in real life. I'd fire a warning shot to see if the person was scared away. Yeah, Ben, it is a good game. It's definitely a good game to play with people as well. Like if you've got friends and stuff. Like, you know, I'm a bit of a lone wolf, so I tend to play these sorts of games on my own, just purely for the fact that I play at weird times, but also because I can't necessarily be as interactive because I'm either streaming or making content for the YouTube channel. It's a pretty sweet game, you know what I mean? I think it's great. I can see how people can get addicted to it. There's a lot of people who've been playing it like right since the mod, the original DayZ mod, and now have the standalone version. They've been playing it right from the start. Right, so here's a fire station here. So I would have thought that if there's a fire station in this town, there might have to be a medical centre as well. I know that's wishful thinking, but I'm hoping that's the case. We're not going to look in the fire station because I don't really think there's going to be anything in there worthwhile for us at the moment. Yeah, here we go. Now we've got a machete. We're able to skin animals. Oh, they've got metal sheets in this. I wonder why they had the sheet cutters. So how these little sheet? What a load of sheet! Oh, look what I've just seen. Medical centre. Nice. So you get sheet cutters so you can cut the metal sheets. So there's loads there. Like if you create yourself a base with metal sheets, they're like pretty hard to bash in. So it's gonna make it a bit harder for people to raid stuff. I hear what you're saying though. Don't glitch through the door, mate. Don't do it. Don't even think about it. I don't want rags. It's not going to do much against a zombie. Ken, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I hear you, Ken. It's quite a struggle, which is why usually when I play the harder servers, or the hardcore servers, the first port of call before really trying to get a load of gear would be to just try and get some food, you know, together, so you're established. Because if you don't have enough food, once you've got enough food to keep you going for a while, you can find a weapon. And once you find a weapon, I would usually say go off and try and kill an animal. Once you've killed an animal, you've got so much meat there. Cook up a load of that meat, and it should sustain you then for a little while. And then just rinse and repeat. As soon as you get down to like 3 or 4 steaks in your inventory, go and hunt another animal. Whenever you hear those chickens, you know, go and kill the chicken. That's 2 chicken breasts straight away, and they'll keep you going for a while as well. So I don't think you can always rely on nowadays trying to find tinned food. It's nice when you find them because they're easy. You put a little bit of effort in actually hunting in the game, you will last longer in it in terms of, you know, like you said, most people will die from hunger. Yeah, I hear you, Fabian. It's a shame that they're phasing off now, the team on the DayZ. They're not going to be doing much on it anymore. They're going to phase it out. I think there's still plenty of life left in it. I think there's a long way that they could go with it. Just it's a little bit of a shame, really. But they're phasing it out. But who knows? I'm going to collect some of our blood. I know our blood's already relatively low. This might take it down to yellow. But while our blood's in the white, and we've got an IV kit here as well, we're going to make ourselves a blood transfusion. In case we need it. Put that in our medical bag. Yeah, fat. Got to roast that fat up as well, of course. Of course, it's not going to let me do that because it's not in your hand, Dom. We could probably get rid of some of this stuff soon. We're maxing out our inventory at the moment. Yeah, I guess they're going to try and, you know, keep all the community happy with their games, Ken. That's the thing. They're just bouncing between the two, I think. Oh, that's a bit of a cool face mask with the teeth. I like that. Where's the tricycline or whatever it's called? Coding tablets ain't gonna do it. Well, it's not looking good. There's got to be a box around here somewhere because we had a server reset. I'll check in this one. There's an epinephrine syringe. They come in handy. We've got another first aid kit here. We don't currently need. Get out my inventory, but we will have the bandage. We'll have the IV. Actually saying that, we're gonna keep the epinephrine syringe out because it really will come in handy if we need to run away from something. Oh no, I took it out. Did I swap the bags? That could have ended badly. Yeah, that's right. Well, there you go. That's unfortunately the realism of DayZ. You don't always find the medicine you need. What an awful shame. Although there is like apartments or houses really close to the medical centre, so there's a chance we could find what we needed in one of these. Maybe. We'll have a quick look around here. Ben, not that I know of. I know sometimes Xbox players can play on some servers with PC players because it's Windows, but I don't think I've come across any players that are on console on the PC servers. I think they might be different servers, to be honest with you. And I definitely don't think PS4 players can play with Xbox, although there's started to be more cross-play games, which is good. I just don't think this game's geared up for it yet. I mean, forgive me if I'm wrong, but I've not experienced it, so I don't think there is. It's very odd how this door is open, but the other one's shut. So I think the way the loot respawns in this might be based on distance. So what we're going to do in a second is we're going to move further away from this area. Go and have a little mooch around somewhere further up the road. And then we're going to come back. See if anything has respawned in that medical centre. Oh, I got hiccups. Right, let's just have a quick look at our inventory. It's a little bit of a mess at the moment. Try and get it in some sort of order real quick. While we're doing this, actually, we're going to have a little mouthful of some sugary strawberry jam. Gives us a chance to digest a little bit of that while we're doing this. Let's get rid of the worn hatchet. I might regret getting rid of that. I don't know if we're going to be able to repair these. I think in the hardcore servers sometimes you can't repair stuff. And actually, with that said, until we can test that theory out, I'm actually going to keep both of them for now. We can get rid of something else. That spray paint we don't really need. That's just for fun. It's not a necessity, is it, really? We can combine those rifle shells or rifle slugs. Rifled slugs, yeah. We're keeping the charcoal. We've got the painkillers. 2 lots of painkillers, actually. We won't need all of them. These .357 are for the Winchester, which is like a Western style rifle, I think. I've never really used it, to be honest with you, so I don't know how good it is. Okay, Ken, so the best thing to do is if you've got like a tablet or mobile phone that you can use while you're playing, what you need to do is you need to find yourself a map on Google. So if you just search DayZ map, you'll be able to find some interactive maps out there. And then to be able to find where you are, you just need to find a landmark, like a town, and look at the street. Sorry, not the street name, the town name, to be able to pinpoint on the map where you are. And then if you've got a compass, which hopefully you'll find, that is how you can then navigate. So looking at the map, you can see, say north, there's a military base from where you are. Then you just got to travel north until you find it. It's the only way you can find your way around, really. Once you've spent a lot of hours within a certain map, you'll start picking up certain landmarks by sight, so you get a rough idea of where you are that way. But you will find a tourist map sometimes in the game itself, and as much as it may not be as detailed as the map that you can get online, you can still use it a very similar way, although it just won't list as much information as what the online map will. So, but it is still usable and still works. It's a supermarket here. We're going to have a look for food. She's got a backpack that's got a 90 inventory space there. You might want that. As much as this hunter backpack is more low profile, in order to survive we might need more space to be able to collect more kit. I'm seriously thinking about taking that. So if we get some meat, if we do go and hunt something and get some meat, we've got no room for it. But we don't want to damage the backpack, so... Right, quick, hurry up, zombie, before you attract all the others. It's become one with the floor. Oh yeah, stuff becomes damaged real quick. Keep our tools together. I know it's not very camouflaged, but we've got some extra space now. I can hear a deer over there actually, so we might go and try and get a deer in a minute. Once we've done what we've said, search around here a little bit, move out of the town a bit, see if that loot respawns, come back, check the medical centre again for antibiotics. This cholera is not going to go away on its own. Yeah, whetstones are great, Ken. They are the best way of being able to repair knives and axes and stuff like that. But I think some repair in general has been removed from some of the hardcore mods like this one. I'm sure I've played a few where you just doesn't matter if you've got the right element, it just won't allow you to repair it. You have to find a brand new one, which then just means that you've got to explore a little bit more, because you are going to get in a comfort zone to a certain extent once you've got the kit that you need to survive. It is just quite easy to repair stuff. Then the challenge is not as hard as it would be if you had to then go and search for everything again. I've not come across any vehicles in this game yet. We are going to take the car battery just in case. Imagine if we come across a vehicle and the only thing we needed was a car battery and we didn't pick that up. We'd be a little annoyed with ourselves, wouldn't we? There's those clippers I was talking about that you can cut that sheet metal with. We're not in need of any sheet metal right now, so we're just going to leave them where they are. So Dave's figured out a good way to be able to kill a marauder in Doom Eternal, if anyone's playing that game. Good tips there, Dave. I'm going to be able to wear the ski mask while we've got the other mask on. As much as that's cool, this is going to keep us a little bit warmer. So we're going to take the ski mask. That's the one bird. If you've got collar, you've got to just eat small amounts, otherwise you'll puke it up and you'll die. Just kind of like in real life, really. I mean, if you've got like anything, not even things like cholera, but if you've got like a stomach bug, like the Nova virus, whatever it's called, and you're shitting out of both ends, then like you're gonna want to sip water, and you're gonna want to like, you know, he's just jumped over the fence behind me. I heard that by the wall leader. You just want to ingest very small amounts, so it just doesn't go right through you. It's the only way you're going to get anything from it. Yeah, bitch, take that. What's that down there? Cabin. Alright, let's just have a little bit of jam. We're definitely going to have to go and try and hunt some meat in a little while, because we are going to starve soon if we're not careful. Is that someone's base? It is. A base there. What's a hunting thing there? I'm probably asking for trouble by doing this, but I'm going to have a quick nose. Field shovel. Yeah? It won't let me pick it up because it's stuck into the floor. Oh, I like these little things, they're cool. We'll take that. Is it going to let me put it on my back? No, it won't. It's too big. Too small, sorry. How much room does it take up in the inventory? Not a lot. Let's just play a little bit of Tetris for a minute. Shuffle this stuff around a bit. Gonna say, Dave, with all these Doom tips, it's a shame I'm not playing Doom, innit, really? Would have been doing alright. Rifle slugs. There might be some rifle rounds in here as well. 308 rounds, definitely going to take them. If we find a 308 rifle, I'm happy. That's really the only thing we need, really, at this stage to get us going. Although, again, even though it's 308, the round should kill like a deer in like one hit. In this game, it takes 2 bullets, I think. What do we think? Do we think this person's home? Whoever's based it is? You think they're home? Or do you think they're not? Sometimes you come across these bases, they've already been raided. There's a hole in the wall you can get through. Sometimes they've been raided, but there's so much stuff in there that the person who's raided it not been able to carry it all. Is that blocked off like that because there's a working vehicle in there? That truck? Is that a working truck? What we're gonna do is we're gonna, well, hang on. Where's it just put our torch that we had on there? That's cool. We don't need to have that on our head for now. There's a vehicle over here as well. It's got the door open, which would maybe indicate someone's parked it there and left it. Got out. Yeah, look. Someone's been using this. They've removed the battery in the spark plug. We've got a battery, so people remove the battery in the spark plug so you can't drive off. we've got a battery, so all we need to do is find a spark plug and we can maybe drive this away. Oh, interesting. Fortunately, you can't jump. You can't jump over these, climb over people's bases. So even though they made it available for you to be able to climb up onto fences and stuff. Yeah, I was hoping it'd allow me to walk along the top, but it won't. I think that has just purely been made for a vehicle. I don't understand why that vehicle would be parked in there. Is that a padlock? Combination lock on the fence. Okay, yeah, they've removed the ability to be able to hack the walls down, so maybe in this game there's no base raiding on this particular mod. I've not actually got... I know it's my bad, I haven't actually gone onto their Discord to read the rules of this server. What we're going to do, well, we know that there's a car here that only needs now a spark plug. Going to give ourselves some space in our inventory by literally sticking that battery right at the bottom of their boot. They won't notice that straight away if they come back. It just clears a bit of space in our inventory. That would be handy for getting around, wouldn't it? Oh, full-size shovel. There's a radio antenna over there. Sometimes there's military barracks around those. We might want to go and check that out in a minute as well. We're going to be heading in that direction, I think, if we want to go and hunt one of these deers. Gunfire. That was a little bit closer than before. Is it 3 or 4 shots? I don't know if that would be a zombie. We'd usually only be aiming for 1 shot to the head. I keep finding these Makarov clips, but no Makarovs. Oh, just found some rice. Nice. That rhymes. I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. And I can hear a chicken as well. Yeah, boy. We've got ourselves everything we need to make a fire as well. We've got some paper, we've got a lighter that we found. There's a tracksuit there. What's inside it? Matches. Oh, we've got matches now as well. Tarek, thanks for the sub, bud. Appreciate that, my man. We just found ourselves a chest holster, which will be alright until we find a vest of some sort, although we haven't actually got a pistol at the moment, but that could clear up a little bit of space in our inventory, so we'll pop that on for now. Alright, we're going to go and find this chicken real quick. We're going to search these buildings over here. And then we're gonna maybe walk back up and see if anything's respawned in the medical centre. And then if it hasn't, we're just gonna go and hunt. And then after hunting, we're gonna come back to the medical centre. We're gonna try and stay around this area at least until we've got rid of our cholera. Making bacon. Yeah. Well, you can't beat a good challenge, can you, Dave? So, you want some hard enemies to be able to feel like you've achieved something once you do finally kill it. Alright. I feel like chicken tonight. Been looking good. Nice, two nice plump juicy breasts. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Hope we live long enough to eat them. What is that on top of that car? Is that a meat tenderizer? It is. Good for tenderizing zombie heads. Will it allow us to tenderize our chicken breast? No. Not a very good meat tenderizer if I can't pound the hell out of those breasts. Oh well. No breast pounding tonight, boys. Ooh. A sickle. That's got to be a good zombie killing weapon, surely. Let's test that out. Be a zombie around here, where are you? Indiscriminate zombie. 3 slices. Slice and dice. Got no room for it though. We could always get rid of the small field shovel, but I just think if we find a second rifle, which we're probably going to at some point, hopefully, we'll get rid of the shovel on our back and we'll just keep the little shovel in our backpack, because that way, if we need to dig a hole to be able to stash something, at least we've got a shovel on us. There's nothing worse than having gear you want to stash and not being able to find... oh, there's an apple and it's brand new as well. Not being able to find a shovel at the time when you need it. Or even if you come across someone else's stash. There's a knife there as well. That's handy. Alright, let's clear a bit of space by eating the rice now. Don't think we need all these clips. We're going to probably get rid of some of these clips in a little while, I think. Rice is pretty bland on its own, isn't it? Let's eat the rice on its own. That should be alright for our belly. It shouldn't upset us too much. At this stage, we could last quite a while with cholera. It's not progressing to the point like infection would, where our health would start going down. Little often works with the feeding side of things. We're gonna get some water from the pump here. We're gonna fill this second bottle up while we're here. Ice is gone now. Is that our cooking pot? Yeah, it is. Got something gone a bit wrong. What's my dude doing? What the hell are you doing, dude? Seriously, he's going all nuts. We had the first aid kit in there, didn't we? Okay. 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 It's leaving us very exposed. Thought thought I just heard some footsteps. I'm not sure if it's zombie footsteps or if it's an online player. And the zombies up there looks a little aggro. It's got his hands out. See, the thing is, we've dropped a nice big black backpack in the middle of the road there when we swapped our backpacks over. And that could be maybe a nice little way to entice someone along. You can use stuff like that to be able to trick people if you know they're in the area. I've left a couple of bags around before for people to find and then shoot them while they're rummaging through them. And that's a little bit nasty, but you can use that as a tactic. It does work. The best one to do is do it at night. Drop a backpack on the floor with a lit glow stick attached to it so it glows up, and then just go and hide in the bushes somewhere. And then, boom! You just need to then ambush them. I'm not quite drinking enough water to be able to actually make the symbol go up. Trying to be cautious because I don't want to get rid of that full hunger bar that we've got right now. Having cholera does take a little bit of patience, unfortunately. As if anyone watched my live survival guide for beginners, you'll see that. And we were ill in that for quite some time, and we had to nurse ourselves back to health. We nearly died. Like, literally, it was quite tough. And that was on vanilla, I think. That was on the official server, vanilla server. Just found ourselves a long-range scope. We'll have a bit of that. Oh, it takes up a lot of space though, doesn't it? Alright, we're going to have to dump some stuff. Let's get rid of some of these magazines. Really, in order to be effective, we only need one magazine at the moment, really. 8 round 9mm mag, that's going to be for the Colt, maybe. You can get rid of the 5 rounds there, we've got 50 of those. Makarov. We had another Makarov clip and it was inside the thing. Just put those matches in the sauce cooking pot as well. Alright, what we're going to do is we're just going to finish off that last little bit of strawberry jam. There's literally such a tiny little bit in there. It'll just clear up a little bit of space. Two water bottles together. There we go. Job done. Might even have enough room for our sickle in there now as well, and dump that off at some point soon. At least we can swap to our primary now. Our axe is nearly dead. We were using it as a melee weapon rather than just using it for twigs and stuff. So, skate helmet. Right, let's use these trail shoes. They're fresh. Skate helmet would offer you a little bit of impact damage from zombies hitting you, but won't keep you warm. I don't think really as much as what we're wearing, so. Just as a reminder for any of you who may not know this game, if we do get shot by an online player, it's often a one-shot kill. So if someone sees us before we see them and they get shot at us and they've got a rifle, we're likely to die instantly. It is that hardcore. Don't know why I'm doing this. We've got nowhere to put this bottle, really. I don't think we should be too worried about a third bottle. Yeah, I could dump some of this stuff like the gun cleaning kit. I'm finding most of the guns I'm finding at the moment are actually pristine, but I don't know how quickly they're going to degrade when we use them, and we don't want to wear down our main gun and find we've got no way of repairing it, especially if you can't repair guns with duct tape, which I don't think you can. I think that's also some of these hardcore mods remove the ability to be able to repair using duct tape. Mushroom. Penny bun mushroom, that's fresh. Oh, we can get rid of this paper now. Now we've got a blade to be able to take bark off a tree, we're able to create a fire using that, so we don't have to worry about the paper anymore. I can't remember if we searched over here before in this building. I'm going to move away a little bit anyway, try and give that medical centre a little bit of space. Well, those deers we were hearing over here, unfortunately by the sounds of it, they've moved on. Can't hear them making any mating calls or whatever the sound is they make. But we did manage to get ourselves some chicken breasts. So we've got some food now for a little while, which is great. You can hear another cockerel just spawned in over here now as well. Right, let's just go back now and check that medical centre real quick before we move on. My old boy looks like a right mishmash at the moment, doesn't he? I am a little bit of a cosmetic lover when it comes to making sure things match. I'm a little bit OCD over stuff like that. So we will have to get him looking good at some point, but at the moment it's the need of staying warm and protected over looking good. And take what we can get at this stage. Yeah, that cockerel over here. Yeah, look, he's still aggroed. He's been aggroed by something. That guy's walking around with his hands out like that. That's what we left earlier. Nope, nothing new spawned in here. I'm gonna probably have to go further away for it to spawn. Alright, let's go and see if we can find a town sign then, so we can kind of figure out where we are. Oh shit. He had an online player. He did have a gun on him. He ain't got a lot though, bless him. I feel a little bad. Oh, I've got zombies coming in now. Try and clear these off quick, and we'll see if we've got anything good we can take from him. I was hoping he might have some tetracycline on him, which he didn't. It's too many. He might be in a group as well. He might have a friend with him. So we'll sit here for a second, let those zombies calm down. We just got our first survivor kill, so let's just enjoy an apple and savour the moment that we're still alive right now. I gave him a second to wave. He didn't. He saw me. He could have waved. He would have reached for his gun, I think. He would have seen me and thought, oh, look. He's got a nice big plump looking backpack. Let's take some of that gear off his hands. Nope. Sorry, Ben. That could have been you, couldn't it? You know what I mean? That could have been you looking for a friend in the game. Fortunately, like I said, it's really in the micro timing or whatever the hell it's called. You don't react quick enough in this game. Like I gave him way more time to be able to react. He didn't. Sorry, mate. Snooze, you lose. Strongest survive. Right, some of those zombies might have wandered off a little bit now. Anyway, it would have been stream over if it had shot us. Like, if I get shot by someone, it would have been stream over, wouldn't it? There's no point in starting all over again. It's better than me killing him sat at a water pump drinking, which is what I would probably have done if it had been there. Sorry, Bird, I know you're a key worker and everything, but you know, you in the apocalypse, you're going down. Fireman or not, you're a zombie fireman. You gotta die. Let's crawl into his crutch. Use his crutch as cover. He's got plenty of batteries. Get rid of the pumpkin seeds. We want that tuna. 508 rounds. I mean the 308 rounds. Let's get one of those rid of one of those leather repair kits. He's got a 9mm pistol. I'll have the 9mm pistol. Yes, he's got some alcoholic tincture, which we can use to sterilise bandages with. He's got a sewing kit as well, which means we can very quickly, in a minute, repair our trousers. Let's do that now, quick actually. That will make us set up to do that. If anyone's got the balls on them to come near this area after they've just heard gunshots, then fair play to them. I think we'll be alright for a second. Badly damaged hunting knife. I thought I just heard a footstep to my right. Going to get rid of the sickle. We're going to take his spaghetti that's half open. We're going to take the batteries. And like gold dust sometimes. We're going to take the 12 gauge slugs. We've already got ourselves a long range scope. Damage hunter jacket. Oh, it's got pristine hiking boots. Get in. So let's get out of here. Fair enough, Ben. You wouldn't have had a... It's not necessarily about the gear, though. I'm not killing him for his gear, mate. I'm killing him for the fact that if I didn't kill him, he would have probably killed me. Actually, hang on. He's got a rifle on his shoulder. Nearly missed that, didn't I? Winchester Model 70. Yeah, you see, look. Where did that just go, though? Still a... You know what I mean, mate? He's got a one-shot rifle there. He would have one-shotted me. You know, I'm really conscious now that we're running around with this big red backpack on our back. So even if we was to hide in the bushes, you know, you're going to see that red sticking out of this grass really easy. We might have to dump off some stuff and go and get his hunter pack that he's got on him, which is green. We could probably get rid of some of this stuff. Let's get rid of the hammer for now. Let's get rid of the damage hatchet. Let's see if we can... I'm not sure if that scope fits on this. He would have put the one he had on it if it did. No, it don't. Is that loaded? Yeah, it is. It's a good rifle. That's basically the M70 Tundra. They've just called it something different in this. Let's drop that backpack there real quick. We've got some magazines for that. I've got one magazine to swap if we need to reload that. This is bag damage, no, it's pristine. Thanks. Let's get out of here real quick. So, tell me in the comments what you guys would have done in my position. I'm interested to know how different people would deal with different situations. So how many of you would have said hi to him and risked getting shot and losing all their gear and having to start all over again? How many of you would have done what I did, took the opportunity to take him out? Let me know. Let me know your thoughts. Yeah. Let's get rid of that mag. Well, I've got a pretty full backpack at the moment, but I'm going to be a lot better to be camouflaged in the bushes now. We just need to find a green balaclava. We still never found a name of this place, did we? Oh, I just found a fresh parasol mushroom. Getting quite a few rifle slugs at the moment, which is good for hunting because those rifle slugs are perfect for hunting game with, even though we've got a hunting rifle now. We just need the correct scope for it. I think there's food degradation in this game as well, which means this chicken, if we don't cook it soon, is going to start going sour. We could get rid of that now as well, actually. We don't need that. We're not going to use one of those rifles if we find them anyway. Check out all the batches. We're well stocked now. The problem is I can hear that animal again now up here, which is a deer. We could have gone and hunted, but we've got 2 chicken breasts. I think we've got a tin of tuna. We've got almost a full tin of spaghetti that we took off that dead guy. There you go, see, Ben. You're going to end up dying more times than you would actually finding someone who's friendly by trying to talk to people. Unfortunately, a lot of people will kill on sight and take your gear. I'm pretty confident that I made the right decision. If he knows the map well, he's probably going to be coming back to see if I left any of his gear. So I've got to be careful, although he'd probably be non-geared unless he's got a stash nearby. If he's got a stash nearby, he could go and grab another gun quick and come back and kill me, which some people can sometimes do, but I don't know how long he's been playing on this server for. See, what a lot of you know, kind of well-geared players will actually do a lot of times is they'll go and stash all their decent gear, just put on some crap and just go out searching with pretty much nothing on them apart from one gun. So then they can fill their inventory back up and then take it back to their camp and then restock, rather than walking around fully geared. In this sort of server, you tend to find that's what a lot of people are going to be doing. They're going to be squirreling away stuff in a stash somewhere. So I'm sure he's got more than enough decent gear back at his camp, so I don't want to feel too bad for killing him. And I mean, at the end of the day, I've got cholera. He should be, you know, should be happy that I'm trying to survive. Well, actually, he's not happy, is he, because I've killed him, but you don't care about that. Actually, I want to go this way. There should be a town sign at the beginning of this town down here. I'm going to try and get down there without riling up any zombies. You rack up a lot of hours real quick in this game, Ben. Time just flies when you're playing it. And it is quite exciting, exhilarating game. See, that's what I love about it. Gear fear. You know, when you've got some decent gear and you fear of getting killed and losing it. Where the hell is the town sign? Is it going to be all the way down the bottom of the road here? I guess it must be because these houses are... Mavello, thanks for joining the stream, Bird, and I appreciate that, man. Well, that's kind of what that's kind of why I wanted to do a guide for, you know, to try and, you know, help you guys from fresh spawn that are new in the game, because it can seem very daunting and it is a hard game, even on the vanilla servers. So if I've helped anyone get into the game and now be able to actually enjoy what DayZ can offer, then awesome. And I appreciate your feedback, dude, so thank you. Police car. I might be seeing textures popping in again, but I did just see out of the corner of my eye, it looked like there might have been someone there. Can't hear anything though. Might just be being overcautious. Yeah, sometimes you find pistol suppressors on these police wrecks. Ooh. There's an SMG there. PM73 rack. Polish submachine gun. Selected fire. I haven't really got any space for that right now. I ain't got the ammo for it or the magazine anyway, so that'd be a waste of time. Okay, let's do one. Okay, that's why there's no town sign, because the town isn't finished yet. It goes all the way down. This is a nameless town. Is that just a buttstock there, or is that actually an MP5? It is. It's an MP5, but we've got no mag. Got a few Got a few military zombies around here, which means there might actually be a military tent. And it could just be a military checkpoint. We're just going to pop that MP5 down there out of the way for a second. What I want to actually do is I want to get this red beret zombie because he's wearing a tactical vest. Or some sort of vest that's not necessarily going to give us any armour, but it will give us some extra inventory space. Looks like it's just a military checkpoint. Just want to get his attention, but not anyone else. Oh, it started to rain, that's not good. Why does it always freeze when you kill zombies? It's really annoying. Okay, it won't let me put this on while I've got this chest holster on. So we're going to have to lose the chest holster. That's fine, because we've got way more inventory space now. Oh, they're coming this way. That's a nice big space here, isn't it? The great thing about this camo netting is it does actually keep you dry. Well, at least it used to in some of the other servers I've played in. So I'll be right for a second. Let's have an apple. I know this is a little bit slow and steady going at the moment, guys, and I'm sorry. I would have liked it to have been a little bit more fast paced than it is right now, but while I'm ill, we can't risk that. We're going to use up too much energy, so... That roll on the floor is just a little bit quicker than crawling. It still keeps you with a relatively low profile. But we're going to get wet and start getting ill soon if we don't move. Well, I say get ill, we're already ill, so it's not going to really make too much difference if we get a cold now. But the only problem is we'll start sneezing and coughing, which then will give our position away to anyone else near us. We don't want that. That's that rifle we just lost the mag for. So if we hadn't got that rifle off that guy and had some of his stuff from our inventory, we would have just about got a rifle there anyway. So that would have been good. But we didn't have much ammo for it. Got way more ammo for the M70. We might have to get rid of the epinephrine syringe as well to clear up a bit of space. We might have to get rid of the IV starter kit. Don't really need that at the moment. We've already used one on our blood pack, so we've got a bit of space there we can clear if we need to as well. We could do with a compass. Gas stove would have been nice if we had a gas canister. We've got a hacksaw. Yeah, my clothing's starting to get wet. My trousers are drenched. I'm going to have to wring these out real quick. Hopefully it will be dry in here. Hello Tommy, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. But yeah, literally I found those night vision goggles last night in the stream, literally just after you got off. So literally after you left, I found the night vision goggles pretty much straight after. So you missed it, but you wasn't far off. And now we're trying a different challenge anyway. I think we achieved what we wanted to on the last stream. This is a whole new kettle of fish now, this is. Yeah, we're dry enough now. This is the thing about the new maps. The rain gets much more intense. I do like how they added the wringing out of clothes though. That makes a massive difference to when it's raining. Like, take your clothing off, hold it in your hand and you can wring it out. Just means you ain't got to stay wet and ill or get ill. You can avoid that by wringing out your clothes. So the warmer you stay, the better you're going to be. As long as that cold temperature isn't shown for too long, you're alright. Sometimes you can spend hours though just sitting around in buildings though. That's the only thing that can sometimes be a little bit frustrating. I guess when you're playing on your own it doesn't really matter too much. You can just go and grab a coffee or something, or you know, scroll through your Twitter feed or something for a bit until the rain stops, as long as you're in a safe spot. But when you're streaming like this, it's not really much fun for you guys while I'm sat here. Although we do need to take on some water by the looks of it. So we originally thought that the next big challenge was going to be hunting some game, but because I made an error by not emptying a bottle of water we found and drinking some of it instead by mistake, is what's led us to this point of having cholera. So if I'd have made that silly mistake, which I'm a little bit frustrated about, we wouldn't be in this position. But then again, if we hadn't been in this position, we wouldn't have maybe have got some of the gear that we got hanging around near that medical centre. So everything happens for a reason, I guess. Mavella, how long does it take for the infection to start really killing you? Does it progressively get worse? Well, at the moment this is not necessarily infection. This is cholera that I've got. So if you was to drink infected water or pond water or something that's not sterilised, you'd get cholera. What cholera does is when I drink and eat, it'll make me throw up, which means I'll lose some content of your stomach. I'll only start losing health with this if my hunger or thirst drops below a certain level. So once it gets to the status when it's red, then I'm going to start losing health. That's when you die from it. And if you drink very small amounts and you eat very small amounts in you know, short periods of time, you can actually still keep your health and your hunger and your fluid levels up enough where you won't get ill. If you get an infection, however, from a cut or a gunshot wound that you've had to treat or something like that, then it's a little bit quicker. That infection will grow. I've never really timed it, but I'd probably say an hour or two in game, you'd probably start noticing some adverse effects. Food poisoning, if you've got food poisoning, then you're going to start throwing up regardless of if you eat or drink. So you want to use charcoal and then try and find yourself some tetracycline, which is the antibiotics. But the antibiotics in this game will pretty much cure everything, so... Sorry if I'm missing anyone's comments. I'm obviously quite engrossed in what we're doing in the game right now, so... Regardless if it raining, let's just try and find a town sign of where we are. No worries, dude. Do you know what? I don't think there is one. I don't think there's a town sign. Why wouldn't there be a sign telling you where you are? Oh, I'm like freezing to death already. Look, I've only been out in the... So basically my health is now going down because the cold. Because the cold has took my health right down. Sorry, the rain has taken my temperature right down to nothing. It's now taking health off me. I want that hunter jacket. Oh, we like a Mad Monks. That's really good. That's got a lot of calories in it, that has. Have to dry off again. Rain, rain, go away, come again another day. So in this instance where you're cold like this, you could do more than just wringing your clothes out. You could very quickly make yourself a fire by, you know, chopping some wood down, and that would work as well. But what you tend to find is when it's raining like this, and it's a little bit dark, the fire can give off the light, which can give away your position. The darker it gets, the more chance you are to be able to give away your position. And if you set the fire up outside, it will obviously go out in the rain. So you'll have to find somewhere in shelter. So, Tommy, what's the objective of this stream? The objective of this stream is surviving, like the objective always is in DayZ. This is a hardcore server, which means there's hardly any food, hardly any ammo or weapons, and your hunger and thirst meters go down a lot quicker than they do in the standard game. As you can see, cold will also use up a lot more energy as well. Check the zucchini seeds because they're really good to plant. If we could plant some outside now and wait for them to grow, so we've got some food from that, but we'll be here all day. I think we're dry enough now. Balaclava's still soaked, but need to find a green balaclava and then we're all good. And saying that, the main objective now actually, Tommy, is finding some antibiotics because I'm ill and my character's ill and I need to find some antibiotics. So I guess that's our main objective really at this stage. Wow, it's a zombie. I thought there was someone coming out of the bushes then. Oof. And I thought when I came in I saw someone over there. I thought I saw something through the trees. It was that zombie. We could do with a raincoat right now, but we ain't got room to be able to wear it, to be able to store the rest of our stuff up. And we've still got that button pin. We can get rid of that actually. We don't need to put any buttons on. Oh, mozzing. Or mosing, however you want to say it. I'll call it mozzing. We can actually put that long range scope on that. That makes me think maybe we should get rid of the M70. But the M70 is a little bit more powerful than mozzing. Mozzing's still really good, but have we got any rounds for the mozzing? No. Crap. We could triple carry for a little while. Just means our hands aren't free. Means if I want to swap over to a blade to kill a zombie, I'm not going to be able to. My cats are wrestling. I thought I could hear some noise. What's that out the corner of my ear? My two cats are fighting. They like play fight with each other and they like wrestle. Thought I could hear scattering around. It's the great thing about having cats that are like two brothers. They literally keep themselves occupied. So I ain't got to spend all day playing with one cat keeping it occupied. When I'm doing stuff like this, they'll just go off and fight with each other or find each other little hunter toys that I've got hidden around. Making a lot of noise though. You two cats make any more noise? God. Lucky enough that zombie over there is stuck on the roof, so I ain't going to be able to get down. Let's get a chance to move away. Try and bounce between buildings at this point. I'm guessing we might find a sign down here somewhere then. This village seems to keep going and going and going all the way down the coast. Oh, I hate it when it does that, when you raise your gun. God damn you, antibiotics. It's fine. We don't need antibiotics right now. We don't need to find antibiotics. Remember that work last night when we said we didn't need them anymore? Reverse psychology. We ain't got no round to the muzzin anyway, so we're not going to bother taking it. We're going to leave it here in a random spot. We're going to take the scope off it, but we'll probably throw that scope in a minute. That's only going to be usable with certain rifles. It's not usable with this one. So the fact that we're not going to be using any more rifles other than this one, because we've got 10 308 rounds for it. Actually, we've got more than 10 308 rounds. We've got 15 there and then 5 in the gun, so we've got 20 rounds. That's pretty decent. So we're going to dump this off somewhere where people can't use it on that rifle. We don't want to give them a rifle with a scope if they come along and find it. Don't want to be getting shot in the back with the rifle I dumped. It is a bit miserable though, the rain in this game. That's the one thing I will say. I know a lot of people dislike it. But you've always got the option to log out and then log back in at a later time, or go and play on a different server with a different character until the weather gets better. I just like to stick it out. I'm a glutton for punishment, I guess. Okay, so if reverse psychology won't work on you, then I will find some antibiotics. Figure that one out. Dave, I've never had an Xbox console, so I can't reply to that comment, I'm afraid. I've never had one. I've always been PlayStation. I think I borrowed an Xbox 360 off a friend once though, just so I could play Gears of War. Gears of War 3 was it, I think? He was raving about how good it was, and I was like, unfortunately I'm not ever going to get a chance to play it because I'm never going to get an Xbox. He was like, oh, you can just borrow mine for a few days to play it. It was a really good game, so I really enjoyed it. Don't need to worry about that now though. I've got a PC. I can get the best of both worlds. I can play the PS4 exclusives on my PS4 Pro, and then I can play all the other stuff on PC. So it's all good. Let's move to the next building now we've dried a little bit. Out in the rain for 2 seconds and I'm cold and shivering and wet again already. After I spent half an hour like squeezing out all the water from my clothes. God damn you. God damn you, rain. Now we're finding all the knives. Don't need it. We'll take it for now just in case. It only takes up 2 slots. We've got space. Now, part of me thinks I might come off. I might stop the stream here and wait for the rain to stop before we continue any further in this server. So I don't think we've done too well. 2.5 hour stream. It's just gone 11 o'clock in the UK here. Before I go, we'll answer Ben's question. So very quickly, let me just have a look at my Steam account for DayZ. So currently I've racked up 790 hours on DayZ, which is not as many as some people. But I think it says I've done 56 hours so far this week. So yeah, a fair few, bud. Fair few. Not as much as some people. I see some people with like over 2,000 hours. So depends on how long you've been playing it for, I guess. I'm just going to take a little bit of water before I leave, because sometimes your fluid levels can still go down after you've logged out, which is really hard. I don't know why, but... Alright guys, so keep an eye out for the next stream. I will post up something in the community section of the channel for when we're going to be streaming next. I'd say most likely it's probably going to be tomorrow night. We're becoming regular now, but yeah guys, I appreciate you getting chatty in the chat. It's nice to see you all finally getting involved in the chat and enjoying the stream, so I do appreciate it, and I look forward to catching up with you guys in the next live stream. So until then, hopefully we're going to find some antibiotics on the next stream and not die, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye. Love you.